How you gonna do it like that?
Y'all watching another episode of Highly Respected with yours truly, Miss Streetz, and I have a guest in the building. What's good, Shoddy?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, all the way from North Carolina, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, shout out to North Carolina too. I don't have that many North Carolina artists, so this one is special. So,
Shout out to my city.
yes, big shout out to everybody in NC. So we got to talk about you. This is your day. This is all about you. We have to talk about your records because you drop a lot of records that I can't even keep up with. So
Yeah,
I'll be like, dang, you drop so many records. I like the Whoa joint. I like the Can't Let Up. Talk about your music and how you got started with rapping real quick.
well, honestly, I always been into music like my whole life. My family, my brother, my sisters, everybody into music. So, you know what I mean? I just recently started probably like 9 months ago. And just every then I just been, making songs.
Cool, cool. So when you say your family's into music, what do? They sing, they rap,
Yeah,
produce?
my sister used to sing in a church or whatnot, whatever the case may be. And my brother used to rap, but he been stopped. But since my two best friends has passed away, you know what I mean? That's what's been coming to me, you know what I mean? So I just started rapping and just been on that ever since then.
That's cool. All right. So that's your path that you on. So it's obviously meant for you to do that. We got to talk about Triple R because you had to school me and let me know some things with me and you were talking. So for the people that don't know what Triple R is, talk about that real quick.
Yeah, Triple R is my brand. Real recognize real. I got a clothing brand. They can always tap the link in my bio and get the merch.
Cool.
But it's real recognize real. How can I put it? This ain't nothing. It just started. When I was in high school, real recognize real. It had started up, and ever since then, I just took it and ran with it.
That's cool. And it's pretty much self-explanatory as far as real recognize real. So I'm not even going to ask you like what it means because clearly real recognize real. So I do like the concept and everything. Talk about, let's say, how did you come up with your name?
My grandmother gave it to me when I was small.
Really?
Be honest, I don't know why she gave me Shoddy, but she gave it to me. But my real name is Preston. I'm named after my father. You know what I mean? So, grandmother gave it to me. She passed away in 96. So,
Nice. Well, she set you up nicely, I'm sure, all around, and she gave you a nice name as well. So for the people, who is Shoddy?
I'm just a young man from, Fayetteville, North Carolina. I grew up in the projects, grew up in poverty, moved away to Virginia when I was about 12 years old, so that gave us a little bit of leeway, jumping up to the middle class, finally seeing something better in life. And ever since then, I just always wanted to, be better and do better.
Right. So speaking of North Carolina, what's your thoughts about why you think that many people are not tapped into the artists out there? Because it's a lot of dope talent in North Carolina. So why do you think it's something within the cities or the state? Like, what do you
you have these big ball players when they get on, they don't look at the little people. You know what I mean? You got like J. Cole, you got like Moray, and stuff like that, but they really don't, be looking out for people that's, So once the people get on, they just like fuck everybody else. You know what I mean? Excuse my French.
No, that's fine. So that's what you think is the issue, really?
Yeah, because there's a lot of talented people in North Carolina.
Right.
A lot.
Right. It definitely is. Well, I mean, it'll be y'all time. Every city has their time. Of course, New York, then Atlanta, now it's Memphis. So North Carolina might be up next, So y'all gonna have your time, definitely.
For sure.
For sure. So if you could open up for one artist, who would that be?
I could open up for one artist. Yes. I already said it'd be Yo Gotti, or Moneybagg Yo, or somebody like that.
Nice. And then why'd you pick Yo Gotti, Moneybagg Yo? And like,
I just feel like a connection to Yo Gotti and his record label. You know what I mean? They from Memphis, we from North Carolina. You know what I mean? So, down south, got to stick with down south. You know what I mean?
Right. That's cool. So what about a dream producer collaboration? If you could work with one producer on a whole project, who would that be?
But actually, it would be Zaytoven.
Zaytoven on the beats. Why you pick Zaytoven? I mean, he got a lot of hits, but why did you pick Zaytoven?
Because like I grew up off listening to Zaytoven. You know what I mean? And then a couple months ago, me and him had spoke on Instagram and whatnot. You know what I mean? He just told me, you know, he been seeing my stuff, told me just to keep going, don't never give up and stuff like that. So it'll be Zay.
Oh, that's cool. That's dope. So in your opinion, do you feel like you get enough support from your friends or family as far as your career? Because I see a lot of artists saying, hey, nobody's posting my shit and stuff like that. So what do you think for you?
Most definitely most definitely not. Most definitely not.
And why do you think that is? Because, you know, of course, if you blow up, everybody's going to start posting you or acting like they
everybody love you when you down. You know what I mean? And then when you up, everybody just forget about you. Or at least they try to anyway.
Right.
You know? So like when you down, they love the fact that you down, and you know what I mean? But when you up, them to be the same people that be looking up at you like, man, I remember when he was down, I couldn't help him. I ain't asked him, did he need help? How he doing? None of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, just, you know, hope people keep the same energy. That's it.
Right, right. And you keep working, that's all. You know, that's
Sure.
it. So what are some of your goals? I know you have the clothing, the apparel and things like that, and obviously you do music, but what's like your main goal, like once you get to a certain level?
I'm just trying to let the world hear my story. That's the main goal. You know, I ain't even really worrying about the fame and stuff like that. But if it comes with it, it comes with it. But I just want the world to hear my story.
Cool. So, but like, what about? Are you interested in doing movies or things like that? Or
Of course, if it comes my way. But as of right now, I'm just looking forward to this music.
right, right. It's true. Speaking of the music, what's your process like? Like when you're in the studio, do you need certain things? Do you like to be by yourself, or do you like people in there?
Now, I'm very independent. I'm very solo. You know what I mean? I like doing things by myself. So, you know, I don't like being on nobody else's time because, you know, you got other people in the studio and then they might not feel you the way you feel you. You know what I mean? So I just rather do it alone and just do it by myself. So can't nobody say that they did this for me or they was there when I did this, you know, and expecting something from me.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? I'd rather do stuff alone. You know that I'm a big loner.
That's cool. And nothing's wrong with that. So because you're a loner, does it make it hard for you to like pick your songs? Because some songs you might record and say, nah, I don't like it, but somebody else might like it. So like, how's that process as far as you making music or kind of seeing if people like what you're making?
It all depends on how I'm feeling that day. You know what I mean? If I'm feeling like shit, I'm about to talk about some shit in my past, you know what I mean? I might speak on something like that. But if I'm just feeling good and I might just make a new song. You know what I mean? And just, you know, take it day by day and keep it going.
Right, right. That's cool. So we got 2023 coming up in a matter of a few weeks. So what's next for you? Like what you planning for next year, basically?
To be better than I was this year. You know, still take it day by day because ain't nothing rushed. When it's rushed, then it's all messed up. You know what I mean? So still take it day by day, but more songs, dropping more videos, you know, just staying consistent with it.
Right. Definitely. So shout outs. Do you have any shout outs you want to give to people that's been supporting you?
Let me see because it really ain't been nobody, honestly, but I do got people that I can shout out, you know what I mean? But I'm always in my corner by myself, you know what I mean? So I ain't gonna sit here and lie in this interview like, yeah, I got a lot of people with me. I most definitely don't, you know what I mean?
Hey,
so but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna shout out my boy Isaac, Risk Taker, you know what I mean? I'm gonna shout out my little brother Money Quiz. Shit, I fuck with Gotti. If Gotti's seeing this, I fuck with you. Sign your boy. You did what I'm saying, but now, shout out my boy Showtime for Honorable. Yeah, it's really not that many people. You know what I mean?
Not right now. So this is why this is why I like doing stuff like this because people are able to go back and say, "Wow, look how far I came," or "Look at this." So
right.
Not right now, but it's coming definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then you have to drop your social media, like your Instagram, Twitter, just things like that, so people know where to go to listen to your music and watch videos and things like that.
Okay, yeah, they can shit. I ain't even dropped the YouTube channel yet. I'm not gonna drop the YouTube channel up in probably like till 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't got the YouTube channel up right now, but you can always find me on Instagram at Shoddy, SHODDY02. You know, you can find me on Rap Chat, Bubba05. You know, just stay up to date. Tap in with me.
Yes, definitely do that. So, Shoddy, I'm here to support you most definitely. Like
Thank
I
you,
said,
love.
things are gonna change, but as long as you don't change and you stay consistent and making that good music, you'll be on your way.
Got to.
Guys, well, thank you.